Hello, Disc Golf World. This is round 3 coverage of the Music City Open in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the National Tour finale. My name is Kevin Jones, and with me, as always, Luke Humphries with GK Productions.
That's correct. Yes, Kevin Jones, joy to be with you as always, and we have a fantastic card for you guys. Matt Orum, Nikko Locastro, Ricky Wysocki, and Zack Johnson. Mason Ford still leading this thing. Adam Hammies, Chris Dickerson, and my co-commentator Kevin Jones playing lead card this round. Here we are, hole 1. Short little thing, but some OB present, Kev.
That's right. This is kind of a small gap to begin your round with. It's definitely on your mind, a little daunting. And then you've got OB behind the basket, as well as on the right, the water, and then the left as well. So got to be pretty accurate with this shot.
Did you mean like specifically on your mind?
It's on my mind for sure. There you go with Matty O hitting it and going out of bounds.
Next on the tee,
left.
we have Nikko Locastro.
Nightmare start. After, I'm sure, just a couple seconds, switch over to Nikko, throwing seamless, I'm sure, and inbounds. That's a great shot from him. I think
Next on the tee, Richard Wysocki.
With very little effort, you can just float this thing out of bounds long. So easy.
Yeah, it's important to use the ground to your advantage. And now a sidearm here from Ricky does not use the ground to his advantage. He jams it and gets all the way inside the circle. Perfectly done.
Rounding up our 11:50 tee time, we have Zackeriath Johnson.
Yeah, we had Zach on yesterday. He hit a ton of putts, a bunch of standstill long ones, a bunch of jumpers. He's got a very proficient forehand. It's an Aviator X3 from him, taking the same kick as Matty O. Just a terrible one.
Man. I knew this gap was pretty small. It feels like it. Big jump putt from Zack Johnson there.
I feel like if it wasn't the first hole, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. If it was like the 14th hole, you'd just pure it down there every time.
Maybe so.
These guys,
good shot from that as well.
Yeah. Not letting him get away from him. Nice putt from Nikko. They'll card the 2, Rick looking to do the same. Couple 2s, couple 4s for these guys. You could throw your disc into that water really quickly. Lose a little go-to approach disc right off the bat and be like a terrible start.
No kidding. Those OBs are exactly what you're looking to not do. It hurts big time on this hole because that approach, even from where they were, was really important and not that easy.
Yeah, it's 2 or a 4. Saw that right there. Hole 2, a big par 4. What are we looking to do here, Kev?
Yeah, we're definitely opening up big time. Pretty much the exact opposite of the first hole. There's a lot of room on this hole. Just got to avoid those 2 big bushy trees to start, and then we're attacking this green. Ideally, you come through this line that the drone is flying through, or just to the gap to the right of it. But a lot of people just try to aim at those trees and then get through them.
Yeah, that main clump in the middle landing zone. If you're left of it, you've got the way that the drone went. If you're right of it, you kind of got to poke and hope a little bit. Nikko will have the poke and hope approach with a very uphill run-up, making his 390-foot shot quite a bit longer.
Yeah. If you don't get good distance on this tee shot, it makes it really hard to get the birdie. Ricky is getting great distance there just because he rips the disc so hard.
Yeah.
Pretty good spot. He's going to... how far would you think he is?
He's probably 320 feet away.
Yeah, he might go pig from there, but it might be too far. 2 turned over from Maddie. Uphill run up like you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty tricky from there. Zach playing forehand just to make sure he's out there on the right. Opening up his angle. He'll have the same uphill run up, though.
And a long ways to go.
He can smack a forehand up there, though. Yeah.
Can?
Yeah.
This is way out there. This is 400 feet, I feel like.
Not many can. It's a stable champ destroyer.
No problem. Getting all the way around that tree. There's circle 2, though.
Yeah, it had the distance to get to circle 1. Caught some cabbage, dropped him about 50 feet. Now here's the backhand route from a very similar position. Needs to get in front of the main bushy area, slide through the trees. And that's about the play you're asking for. Circle's edge, giving yourself a putt. It's well done from Nikko.
Turnover fairway driver from Matt Orum here. Not bad. Pushed up against those trees, so he'll be looking at a 30-footer. Ricky going with a overstable disc. Hits his desired gap and gets to circle's edge. Pretty well executed shot. It's a wide open putt from there, too.
All these guys got looks at birdies. This is the furthest out. Right about 50. He was jamming these things yesterday. He'll make an adjustment, I'm sure. That's Matty O with a certified good boy approved P Model S. A little left as well. Both those guys maybe not hitting it exactly how they wanted, getting that proper spin. There we go. Somebody was bound to get the birdie. They had 4 chances.
Yeah. Ricky with the farthest drive, I feel like. Helps a lot.
Nico's disc trampolined off that basket. So he's left with 22 feet. Can't convert. He'll bogey. After having right about a 36-foot putt for his birdie.
Conditions are nice today. Not much wind. Here and there, a couple breezes of up to 5 miles per hour, but really nothing much more than that.
Yeah, we've had some sun the last 2 days. It's dried this course up immensely. We played it for skins. There was standing water in half of the course, I'd guess, but it was playable today. All right, guys, here we are, hole 3. Let me take a quick second and thank Flight Factory Discs for being the drone sponsor here. Go check them out, flightfactorydiscs.com. Thousands of discs in stock. This is a par 4 now, and we are looking at the left route entry into this green. There is also a right route, and that would require maybe a hyzer off the tee instead of that tunnel, Kev.
Yeah, so basically there's just a huge wall of trees that's blocking access to this basket. So our tee shots, we can go right here like Ricky is, but you're sacrificing some distance unless you have major power like Rick and can still get enough distance required. Look at him get it all the way up there, and he's still trying to get on the left side of this fairway, I would assume. Big skip, great position.
Yeah, you've got to take it over that wall you were talking about. Forehand works. He's going to be set up for that now that he's on the left side.
Nice air bounce style shot from Matty O.
That was a boom.
Down the left side, which is a more commonly taken route because it's easier to get enough distance to birdie.
Yeah, he kind of skipped back into the middle. He'll have both options available to him.
A laser by Zach.
That disc has got to be so stable, too.
Yeah.
He just throws the beef. The beef only, certified.
Someone else who throws the certified beef only is Nikko Locastro.
Yep. Caught a little cabbage out the gap, but plenty of flight on that thing. It's not the distance that's the issue here.
I can always pick out a disc that Nikko would just love. He really enjoys really flat top discs.
Zach, huge forehand sky, and that's left. It's going to end up circle 2, about 55 feet away from the basket. You just needed to take that thing a little more towards, okay, you're going to see a big tree in the distance as we look up to the right there. This one also a little left.
Seems so. What? Yeah. You just got to know this hole really good to know where the basket is.
It's a little custom hole, man.
It's so hard to tell where that basket is just behind this wall of trees.
I feel like that looked good.
And it is
Okay.
good call there, as that one almost goes in. Ricky's was deceiving. I wonder if it was his position.
Everybody going forehand here. Interesting.
It's just like a more forgiving route, I feel like. You can go, like, you just don't want to go in the junk here, and the forehand takes most of the junk out of play with its flight. You can go backhand, but you're going over more junk.
I was in that junk today. I definitely feel.
You got stinging nettles for the first time in your life, didn't you?
Maybe, or they could have been fire ants. I don't know. I was plagued for a couple holes. Something.
Fire ants you'd be feeling right now.
I've also got like 8-inch gashes on my leg from the... It's nasty in there is all I'm saying.
Wow.
The rough was very rough this weekend, which I liked. I'm not sitting here complaining about it. That's how it should be. You're not supposed to be in there. Great putt from Rick. Cards the birdie. Zach looking to clean up a par.
Just high enough. Go with the great approach shot is going to be able to card a birdie here and get back on track.
That's a par for Matt.
Nobody knows what they're supposed to be shooting out here.
Yeah.
Everybody just trying to do as good as they can and manage, not get into too much trouble. But really, nobody has a clue what we're trying to shoot out here right now.
No, not really. We are trying to be on the right side of this fairway, though. We do know that it's really the only way you're going to have an entry into this tunnel, which is guarded all around and has OB behind it, if you see the white stakes there.
Behind it on the left and on the right, Luke.
It's inside the circle, Kev.
It's got OB in the entire tunnel. So if you hit a tree in the tunnel and kick off to the side, you could very well be out of bounds and taking an extra stroke. Here's the backhand tee shot, which is looking great from Ricky as he doesn't ever... Oh, and it does go too far. See, we're scared of this OB on the left side. He throws a really straight disc there.
Yeah.
It's so easy to skip out to this left OB if you don't hang your shot out to the right enough. Like Nikko's doing pretty good job. Yeah, it's
Gotta
coming
hook up.
back. That's looking great.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people taking forehands at the OB, fading away to end up near that tree line. I saw that done pretty well. Anybody who cards the 3, though, was just nice with it a couple different times. This is definitely right.
Zach opting for that forehand line that we were talking about. These banners were placed really late, like really right before the tournament. And so people going for that forehand line have a new obstacle in the way of their preferred line on this hole. That goes high enough to go over him as you would probably want to, but
This is a tomahawk he's lining up now.
sure is. One of the biggest tomahawks in the game.
Huge. Okay.
That's a great executed shot.
Yeah, it's guaranteed par at that point.
Inbounds, way up that fairway.
Guaranteed depending on level of aggressiveness.
This is scary. Good action off the tree if it kicks left. It's a stressful rest of the hole.
Yeah, Matteo looking a little down today. Not his usual cheery self. This hole coming in as the second hardest hole on the course.
Grenade incoming. Grenade incoming.
Really?
Thumb in the rim. No clue where it is. Still no clue. Oh, it looks short in the gap. Looks short. Maybe safe.
That's a hard shot to film there.
Oh, for sure. That's the point of the grenade. It's impossible to film as Ricky throws an incredible approach shot. Was he patent pending there?
It looked like it, and maybe on a knee. Fortunate to filter through, obviously.
100%er from Matteo right to the base.
Okay, so this is where that grenade went.
Well executed grenade, I'd say. Giving him a jump putt at this hole, yeah.
Tricky putt to run.
Ooh. I admire it. Getting the grenade in striking distance from Nikko right there.
ZJ after that tomahawk. I gotta tell he calls them whammy hawks. No one else really does that. And so I don't hear it that often, and it's a great name for a tomahawk. Good par from Rick.
What was the handicap on this hole, Luke?
Kev, second hardest hole on the course. Only 6% of the field carding the birdie. That's only 7 people.
Passion is more than fiery emotion. It feeds the spark to start your day. It fuels your obsessions. It inspires your dreams. Passion challenges your fears, and it repeatedly bathes you in sweat until you are transformed into a new, better you. Disc golf isn't just your passion, it's ours too.
Here we are, guys. Hole 5, par 3, 242 feet. This has got to be one of the easiest holes on the course, without a doubt.
The easiest.
Okay, there you go.
Like, no trouble at all.
Shorty, little putter shot coming up. Rick's going pig, I would say. It's nice to throw stable here. Oh, that's off. Oh, he gets the flip up. And oh, my gosh.
Got him.
Thank goodness. Yeah, he totally got me. Because it was a pig, you know? I wasn't expecting that.
Now I feel Anheuser out of the hand. Cenis from Nikko. This looks buttered.
Thank you.
Perfect speed. Nice little flex. It's exactly what we know him for. Matteo's ripping on a Key Model US. Got that one a little overturned, but very forgiving green. That's inside the circle there. He'll have a look.
Yeah, the place that he was attacking it is pretty forgiving. He could have scooted up to really close.
Oh.
This part of the green is not friendly.
That
That's
ain't-
the thickest part.
That ain't even the green.
Here it is.
I guess he's got a putt, so it is.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's kind of all. It almost is all the green out because of how short the hole is. But he penetrated just far enough to have a look at it. Good one on the backside, Matteo.
Go, Pat.
Nice putt. That was obstructed. Oh, perfect. I thought Ricky shanked his drive, and it was about the ace. Like,
Yeah.
it literally was the perfect line.
It was flexing in there nice. There we go. 3 of the 4 grabbing it, and that's about what it played. 0.6 under par as we head into hole 6. This is an island hole at 289. And a really wide green, but not a very deep green, Kev.
Yes, an important tee shot coming up. This is going to set the pace for the rest of the round, I'd say. It's a short par 3. It feels easy. As you can see, it's averaging just at par, and that's because half people are hitting it and getting their birdie, and the other half are going out of bounds, and the only thing you're getting from out of bounds is a bogey. Ricky with a pig, sneaking it in there.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, talk about a lawn dart.
Wow. He threw that one low, so he was playing it through the gap, not over the gap, as we
Right.
see some people do.
Yeah, as you would probably want to do,
Yeah.
because it takes the trees out of play, but no, not necessary for Ricky. Nikko kind of going low too. It's going to be
A
close.
little inside. Oh
and the
my
stake.
gosh, hits the stake, stays out.
With the stake.
There was a European Open where that came into play. Simon Lizotte blew a stake up after somebody loosened it. This is really wide.
Ooh, but there's a left-right wind.
Oh my gosh, it looks great. If it's short enough.
Too far, too much airtime as it's going downhill.
Really was. FX2 out of him. Looks like a gator from Zach.
Going with a flat release. Looks good.
All day.
See the distance.
If I had to have somebody throw this shot, he'd be up there with the people I want.
Yeah, that was a beautiful disc.
This is the drop zone. Doesn't really give you a chance to run it. You kind of got to play defensive from this one with all the OB present. Yeah, and this is another hole that it's just kind of a 2 or a 4. Saw a couple people try to fit backhands into this green, and it doesn't really work. It's really a forehand green, especially with this soft ground. Nothing's really skipping. Everything's sticking right there.
It's gotta be a flick. It just follows so much more the fairway than a backhand, and which would also take the gap into play, but backhand specialists are gonna opt for that. Just very advantageous to have a flick. As a lot of holes out here are, I would say. Hole 7, par 4, 548 feet.
We just went by a Mando as well. It wasn't placed when this drone was filmed, but is there now, keeping people from throwing the Sky Annie, although it doesn't actually do that, so players might be taking that route. Otherwise, you're playing down the fairway, then through one of 2 gaps to this green. Plays well for a forehand approach. It's a left to right shaping shot for sure.
Yeah, basically, it all falls on this first shot. Players have to find themselves in position to attack through one of these 2 gaps. If they don't, they're out of position and they're just going to be scrambling for par. I'd say that has a pretty good angle for Ricky.
Yeah.
Looked like a Firebird, stable Firebird.
I think that's what this is as well. It's got a little more hyzer to it. If he's in the gap, it'll be good, but he may have pinched himself on the tree. You
Likely
can't see
did.
the gaps from...
No, they're totally blind. It's all feel about the distance.
Little flex shot. Slightly wide, though, so he may have to deal with some of that tall grass, which is well above his waist. It's a D2 from Matt. Also going to be on that tree line. And that's actually past the gap.
Which would be not good at all if he is.
roller from Nikko.
This is what you're going to do when you're out of position, and that was so good.
Okay.
Barbed wire fence over there creates out of bounds line.
So he'll get 2 meters off of it. He may be inside the circle or right next to it once he gets up there. Great looking approach from Rick. Doesn't really get that skip. Left with the circle's edge putt for his birdie. And then Matt from a little past the gap lining up. A stable full speed.
He was just out of position to have a normal shot through the gap. I mean, we're talking 5 feet. That was a pretty great shot, though. Circle 2 for him, for his birdie look. Zach going over?
Yeah. That's his gator.
Okay.
Well, it's a forehand sky roller.
It was near the basket at one point.
Got some pretty good dodge skills.
He's got this big banner in the way here. Oop, wind takes it out of the way. Timing is important. Nice little layup. Slightly down slope from there, so probably didn't want to make him have to putt from too far. Maddie's got this tailwind here. He's going to run it, and it's just low.
Is that tailwind?
Maybe so. He puts it nose up, so it's definitely going to drop in a tailwind. Got to put it extra high.
Rick's
He knows
been
that.
cash so far. Didn't get the wind he thought he was going to get. Now he's left with about a 24-footer. Nikko's 33-footer first. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
If he's 33 feet, he releases at 27.
I was going to say that.
That's the rules that are allowed in this game right now, though. And he does it beautifully. Makes it look really easy, and that's the point. Rick cashes his comebacker. Nikko taking the only birdie on the card.
That's going to bring us to hole 8, which is a par 5 at 1,020 feet. Players are looking to land in the bottom of this L-shaped fairway right here where the drone is. It's a 440-foot shot or so to be in a perfect spot.
Yep.
And the drone is flying us down an optional right fairway, but most players are wanting to stay away from all this stuff because this stuff is nasty. And so they're going around to the left side of this fairway, which is just a lot more open. And then they're attacking this green here, which is self-explanatory.
Yeah. Really big drive, though. Looking to put power on it. Need accuracy as well. Left is not a good play.
I'd say that looks good.
Felt like it had enough. Oh, yeah.
Excellent shot.
That's perfect position for Nikko. Confident with his distance.
Disc incoming.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
That's going to be pushed up against this tree line
might
here.
even be in it. Rick throws so far. That's not going to be a good play unless he possibly penetrated and has a chance to get out the other side.
Right. That's his only hope, though. More than likely, he's on this side of the trees, which is going to make for at least a much longer hole. Zach staying safe in the fairway. That's still birdieable from there, I would say.
It's not terrible, especially with his tomahawk. I know he played down the right side during skins. Doesn't mind doing that. Can get tons of distance with tomahawk.
Yeah, he really can. That is a huge weapon of his, especially on a course like this where you can throw over.
This has a
nearly
chance to go in
everything.
that tree line as well. That's going to be tucked up pretty near it. It's Mattio's bomber. That thing went 475 feet. As predicted.
Is going tomahawk.
That looks great.
Back left.
Hopefully it didn't go in that direction.
Fairway?
And there's a good chance he does that again. Nikko playing down that left side.
Just needs to not go in this bush.
Kick out of it.
Oh my gosh.
That's the only bush pretty much over there. And it can, if you hang it out left, obviously it's going to get in your way. But, oh man, Maddie catching an iron limb.
Goodness gracious. I didn't know they made wood so hard. Totally rejected his disc. Alright, so Rick wasn't actually in it. And this is a sky roller attempt.
I think so.
Just looking to get in the open from where he was at. Matt playing his third now.
Bomb. Oh, don't go in there.
Fade back.
Anything but that. Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Perfect shot from Matty O. Just what he needed, giving him a straight look at the basket from there.
that'll just be a clump of trees in his way.
And Ricky did make it all the way out to the fairway. Now he's going hyzer over the right side. No way can this get to the basket, right? He's running out
I think
to
he can
see
get
it.
to circle too.
Oh!
My. How many practice rounds did this dude get out here?
What?
Feels like you'd have to play this place a couple times.
He got out of there like a bandit.
Zach going really spiky forehand inside circle one.
Ricky's going to birdie?
Nikko's did kick out, and he's left with a pretty straight shot. He's choosing to flex,
Come back.
and that's too much. Way too much.
Soft, man.
Yeah, that was going another 60.
There it is, Matty. That's what he needed. Getting out of there as good as he can after that really short shot on such a long hole.
No doubt. Great putt from Zach. Shows you the backhand, the tomahawk, the forehand, and then a nice putt from circle's edge. He's got it all.
What a save, Matty-O. What a save, dude.
Nicely done, Matty.
Yeah, like you referenced, 1,000-foot holes, par fives. Break that down. You need 200 a stroke, and Matty O got 15 feet on one throw. He's got to make that up somewhere, and he does properly. Unbelievable birdie from Rick, though.
Phenomenal birdie.
So crazy.
How many people were birdieing this hole?
Came in as the fourth most difficult. Quarter of the field got it. So 28 people birdied it. A lot of these people, locals, I feel like. New course, though, so hard to say that they had any better chance than us. Hole 9. This is a pretty custom hole as well. You're need to get this thing on a hyzer angle, but pushing. There is a little bit of a ceiling as well. Totally blind.
That's the most difficult part. And the low ceiling, creating a pretty unique shot, but there's no trees, there's nothing around the basket at all. It's just open field, so you're not going to have any kind of obstructed look. Pretty good from Rick, could be a little right. Oh, big skip's going to help, bringing him inside the circle.
Yeah. It's pretty well done. That was a Firebird from him. I kind of feel like this takes a little more speed than that. Just because of the height. You got to keep it low and work it left. That's a Metal Flake Destroyer. Right about the same spot.
So
one's gonna
hanging it out there the furthest.
Yeah, it's going to be right and short. You've got to get that thing peeled off left out of sight.
Yes.
This is Matt's favorite disc. It's his Cam Colglazier D3. Swears by it. This one a little straight as well.
I like
over there
it.
by Nikko.
I think that's good.
Just a little long and straight.
Slow clap. Right about 40, typically deadly from this range. Golly, that basket. Not wanting to hold on. A little bit of wind out there too. As you mentioned, just really open green. One of the windiest greens on the course. This basket's got attitude problems. Just not treating my friends right. Come on, Rick. A little high, she sticks. He's the only birdie on the card. It's only 355 feet, and it's a righty hyzer. You'd think it would play easy, but it really doesn't.
It's just that blind factor, not knowing where the basket is when you throw it.
And Rick is on a tear right now, getting himself to 19 under, distancing himself well beyond his card mates. He's making a move for the tournament.
It's true. Look at that pace, only missing 2 holes on the front 9. So good.
Yeah, unbelievable. Matty O having himself an off day. Zach Johnson not really as tight as he typically is. And as we check in, Mason Ford continuing to hold on, and Ricky Wysocki indeed vaulting himself all the way up there into second place. We do see Bradley Williams and Terry Roethlisberger with firing hot rounds on the course. And your card mate, Ben Calloway, doing some good work as well.
That's going to do it for our coverage. This is the front 9 coverage of the 2021 Music City Open. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you guys on the back 9.